Okay, let's just dive right in. We are talking about a chore that, let's be honest, kind of strikes fear into the hearts of a lot of us. Washing that huge king-size comforter right at home. We're going to break down exactly how to get it done without, completely destroying your washing machine in the process. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You cram that thing in there, hit the start button, and then it begins. That horrible, violent thump, thump, thump. The whole machine just starts shaking and sounds like it's literally about to walk out of the room. It is not a good sound.
Oh yeah, and when you hear that sound, it's just instant panic, isn't it? You go sprinting over to the machine thinking, oh no, is the drum just going to seize up forever? That thought, did I just kill my washing machine? It is so stressful, but believe me, it is a super common problem.
Okay, so take a deep breath. The good news is you can actually wash that giant comforter at home without all the drama and potential damage. There's a right way to do it, and it really all comes down to a few things you need to do before you even think about pressing start. So, first things first. Before we even get to soap or what buttons to press, the absolute most important step is figuring out your machine's capacity. Seriously, this part is totally non-negotiable.
And here's the magic number you're looking for, 12 kilos. That's about 26 pounds, give or take. If you've got a standard king-size comforter, you really want a machine that's at least 12 kilos. That's kind of the minimum for this job.
But listen, the number on the front of the machine isn't the whole story. Even if you have a 12-kilo washer, you've got to have some free space left over. I mean, the comforter needs room to actually tumble around and get clean, right? If you've got it packed in there like a sausage, that is a huge red flag.
Here's a super simple test for you. Once you put the comforter in, if you have to lean into the door with your shoulder just to get it to click shut, yeah, it's way too full. Not only will it not get clean, but you're putting a ton of strain on the machine's motor.
Okay, now this next part, this is what I think is the real secret to success. This is a game changer. It's not just about if you can get the comforter in the machine, it's all about how you put it in. It all comes down to the fold.
So let's be real. Most of us do the thing on the left. We just kind of ball it up and shove it in there. The problem is that creates this one giant, super heavy lump on one side of the drum. And once that thing gets soaked with water, forget it. The machine can't balance, and that's what causes that horrifying banging sound. Sometimes the machine will even just lock up to protect itself.
So to stop that from ever happening, you have to spread the weight out evenly from the very beginning. Here are two really good ways to do it. You can either roll it up kind of like a big sleeping bag, or you can fold it back and forth on itself like a wide zigzag. Either way, you're spreading the bulk all around the drum, which sets you up for a nice, quiet, balanced wash. All right, so our capacity check is done. The comforter is folded in there perfectly. Now it's time to actually pick the settings. And trust me, this is another spot where making the right choice makes a huge difference. Your best bet is to look for a bulky items or comforter cycle if your machine has one. For water temp, always check the care label on the comforter itself. But here's the really important part. Do not use the highest spin speed. A comforter soaked in water is unbelievably heavy, and spinning it that fast can seriously mess up the fabric and your machine. Just stick to a medium spin. Oh, and another thing, use a little less soap than usual. Too many suds just makes it heavier and really hard to rinse out completely.
And here is an absolute golden tip for you, a real pro move. Skip the fabric softener. It just coats the fibers and can make the comforter feel heavy. Instead, pour about half a cup of plain old white vinegar into the softener dispenser. It's amazing. It gets rid of any odors, helps rinse out every last bit of soap, and it leaves zero residue behind.
So, you hear the final beep, the wash cycle's done. Awesome. But hold on, we are not finished yet. You can do a perfect wash and then totally ruin it with a bad drying job. So let's make sure we finish this thing off right.
The second that machine finishes, get that comforter out of there. Don't let it sit. That's how you get that gross, musty mildew smell. Then give it a really good hard shake to fluff up the filling and break up any clumps. Your best bet is to hang it outside in the sun, spread out as much as you possibly can, and make sure you go out and flip it over a couple of times during the day so every single part of it gets totally dry.
Okay, now let's have a little real talk. Being smart about this also means knowing when to, give up. There are definitely times when trying to do this at home is just not worth the risk, and it's way better to just head to the laundromat.
So when should you just go to the laundromat? Well, if your machine is smaller than 10 kilos, don't even try it. It's not going to work. Also, if your comforter is made of something really delicate, like natural down feathers, take it to the pros. Or if you pull it out and it feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds, it's much safer to use one of those huge industrial machines. Seriously, saving a little bit of money is not worth a massive repair bill for your home machine.
Okay, so let's do a super quick recap to make sure this all sticks. These are the 4 keys to success. Number 1, check your machine's capacity. Remember, 12 kilos or more. Number 2, fold it right to balance the load. Number 3, pick the right cycle and just a medium spin. And number 4, dry it right away and make sure it's completely dry.
And really, that's it. If you follow these steps, you can totally take control of this chore. You don't have to be afraid of laundry day anymore. Now you know how to wash that big comforter safely, effectively, and with total confidence. No more scary noises.